Hello everyone, we have a Group C which consists of 3 members and our project title is Patient Appointment System in Hospital. And my name is Wang Huishi with the matrix number A20EC0169.
Hello and good day everyone. I'm Eunice Lim Sienni with metric number A20EC0034 from Group C.
Hi, my name is Dajini and my metric number is A20EC0228.
Now I'm going to talk about our overview of this project. Basically, this project is about the patient appointment system, which is designed to let the patient to make appointment by themselves. The purpose of this system is to ease the booking process in hospital so that it's become more efficient and effective. And in this project, our source code consists of 8 classes with 975 lines of code in CPP file. In the source code, there are 4 relationships is used between all the classes. The details has been clearly seen in the UML diagram. Besides, in the full source code, which is the CPP file, there are 2 main parts. One part is the patient part, and while another is admin part. In the patient part, the patient can make the appointment by choosing their own variable time slot. While for the admin part, the admin can collect the protective equipment such as the mask and glove from the storage by accessing using the correct password. And in this project, many concepts and techniques, such as the concept of OP, the technique for using the class and the filing, and we need to relate all those classes using the different relationship, has been applied in this project. So that's all for me for the overview. Now I'm going to pass to another member to explain about the UML diagram.
Before we proceed to our coding, let us look at our UML diagram. This is the UML diagram that we have constructed. As you can see, we have created 8 classes, namely glove, mask, and protective equip, name, patient, doctor, time slot, and also appointment. So there are some relationship between our classes. For example, we apply polymorphism between protective equip with glove and mask. So protective equip is the base class with a virtual display method, and glove and mask also have the display method, but inside each classes, they are implemented differently. While for appointment with patient and time slot, we use inheritance in which some attributes and methods of appointment are inherited from patient and time slot class. And for our name and doctor class, we form a composition relationship, which means if doctor class dies, the name class also dies. We also have aggregation relationship between patient and name class, so that if patient class is gone, name class still can exist. So these are all the attributes and methods that we have applied in our coding project, which we will discuss clearly after this.
I'm going to explain on all the classes in our project. So there are 8 classes in our whole project. And first is the name class. And this is the CPP code for the name class. There are 2 variables, which is first name and last name under protected. And then in the public, we have 1 constructor and 3 functions. The set first name and set last name, of course, is used to set the name of the user. And then for the get full name, it is used to get the full name of the user. And next, we have protective equipment class. In this protective equipment, it is inherited the name of the public, so it can access the member of the public. So basically, in this class, there are no variable declared. But in the public, we have 1 constructor, default constructor, and then and have the function get admin name, which is used to get the name of the admin. And then, of course, we can see the virtual board display function. This is use the technique of polymorphism, and then it's used to display the output. And next is the mask class. In this class, it has a polymorphism relationship with the protective equipment, and there are 3 variables under protected, which is type, mask, non-mask, and mask name. And under public, we have the 1 constructor and a display function. And this display function is used for the admin to choose the type of the mask they want. So after this is a function under the mask class, and then basically this function is used to collect the mask from the storage by the admin user. So this is the continue coding. And after collecting, of course, the number of masks will be decreased from the storage. So this is the function. And then next is the glove class. And basically this group class has the same action with the mask class just now, but it is different. They have different behavior. So basically they have same structure in the mask class, which is they have three variable, which is type, growth, num growth, and growth name are the protected. And of course, you can see here is the public protective equipment under. So in the public, we have one constructor, and then the display function, of course, is used to display and let the admin user to choose the type of growth. And next, under this function, it is used to collect the growth from the storage by the admin user. So this continue code, and this basically you can see the number of growth will be decreased after the growth being collected from the storage. And lastly, we have the patient class. And basically in this patient class, we have many variable and many function. There are 9 variable under protected, and then we have one constructor and one destructor, and then we have 16 member function under this class. So basically, this class is used to collect the details and the information from the patient to make the appointment. So we can see we have the name. We need the information like such as the name, the type of patient, the birth of place, the age, and the gender, and so on. So this function get type is get the type of the patient, and then get the age, get the birth of date from the patient, and then get the gender, and we need to display the place. And basically the place we use the technique of filing. You can see the file and all this, and use the array. And basically this is the class. This is patient class. That's all. Now I'm gonna pass to another member.
So this is our appointment class. Our appointment class, we have inherited some attributes from patient and time slot class. In this class, we have set day, set month, set year, and also the appointment constructor. When we also have this void get date method. This method will transform the month input by user into words. For example, if the user enter 1, it will display January, and then if a user enter 2 for the month, then it will display February for the month, and then it will output a day. So here we use operator overloading stream with appointment class as our parameter. So this operator overloading will ask the user to enter their name, their IC, the type of patient, their appointment date, which is a day, month, and also year. And lastly, we will display the time slot and then ask the user to choose which time slot that they want. And then if the user enters something that is invalid, our system will keep on repeating and repeating until the user enter the correct inputs. Then we will have this display method, which is to display all the personal details and also all the details that have entered by the user. Moving on to our doctor class, we have some protected attributes inside this doctor class, which is the first name 2, last name 2, and also name 2. And then we have a private, this is the ID, doctor ID. And then we also have the doctor constructor, the set ID, set doctor name, and also get ID, get doctor name. So this class is created with the purpose to collect the names and IDs of doctors. This is our time slot class. Our time slot class inherits some attributes from doctor class. Here we only have this slot variable as protected because we need to inherit this variable into our appointment class. From this class, we decided to read file from timeslot.txt. The timeslot.txt, the file, and the numbers here from 1 to 8 indicates the time slot for each hour. Next, we also have this doctor's name and also doctor's ID. So here we initialize dynamic allocation of array for 8 elements of type time slot, so that later the new slot, this pointer, will point to the valid block of memory which contains the doctor's name and doctor's ID. And then if our file doesn't exist, it will display this unable to open file and then exit the program. But if our file does exist, the program will read the file line by line, and then it will in file, and then it will set the doctor name and set the ID, and then it will repeat until the entire file is being read. After reading the file will be closed. Then we will display the doctor ID and the name to allow the user to choose which time slot that they want. So these are the time slot. This is the display of the doctor details. And if the user enters something that is invalid, it will display this output invalid and then break. And then it will delete the memory for a new slot. That's all from me. Thank you.
Bulk of place.txt. So 01 is meaning for the code of the place, then Johor is the name of the place. So the code of the place we can determine by using the IC number 788. So here is the main program. So here we can see our data type and the variable, and also the class and its object. So here you can see that it will display the menu. For the first one is the patient appointment system, and number second is admin, and you will ask the user to enter the choice. If the user enter the wrong choice, you will ask the user enter again. So now we'll go to option 1, patient appointment system. So here we can see that if the patient choose the choice equal to 1, it will display the menu for the appointment system. So for the appointment system, we got 5 choices. So if the user put the wrong choice, so it will ask the user to enter again. So the first one is a make appointment, and the second one is a display appointment. So this is the statement and the code for the display appointment. So if they have not patient make appointment, you count out not patient make appointment. So the third one is change the appointment. So here you will ask the user to enter the name first, then you will compare the name with the name that have registered before. So if the user not registered before, it will count out the appointment is not registered yet. So if you don't have any patient registered before, it will count out not appointment. So here is the delete appointment. So you also same with the previous one, it will ask the user to enter the name and compare the name with the patient that registered before. So if the patient registered before, you can cancel its appointment. If the patient not registered before, you count your appointment is not registered yet. If you don't have any patient make appointment before, it will count not appointment. So the option 5 is exit. So this one, it will exit the program and test the user. So here we can see the jump. We will ask the user want to continue or not. So the user need to either key in the uppercase letter Y, uppercase letter N, or the smaller case letter Y or smaller case letter N. If not, it will ask the user enter again until correct. So if the user choose Y, the flag will equal to true. If the user choose N, the flag will equal to false, and you will exit the program. So while also if true, it will continue the program. If false, it will stop the program. So the option 2 admin. So if the user choose the choice number 2, it will come to here. So here we will use the pointer. So here it will ask the user to key in the password. So if the password is wrong, it will ask the user to key in again. If it's successful, it will come to here and display the menu for the storage. So we got 1, 2, 3. The first one is mass storage, second one got storage, and third is for the exit. If the user enter the wrong storage, it will ask the user to enter again. So this one is the first storage for the mass storage. So it will display the menu of the mass storage, and the user can choose 1 until 4. If the user doesn't choose 1 until 4, it will ask the user to choose again. So here is the choices for 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this one we will use the program morphics here. So the second also, if the user to a storage equal to 2, it will display the menu for the glove. So the glove we got 4 choices. So if the user enter the wrong choice, we will ask the user to enter again. So here we also say the previous one with the mass storage, we also use the polymorphic here. So the story number 3 is used to exit the program. So here it will ask the user, do you want to continue? If the user put the lowercase letter Y of the uppercase letter Y or the lowercase letter N or uppercase letter N, it will continue the program. If not, it will ask the user to key in again. So if the option is equal to uppercase Y, it will equal the polyfet will equal to true. If the option will equal to uppercase N, it will polyfet will equal to false. So if the polyfet is equal to true, it will continue the program. If polyfet equals to false, it will stop the program. So now I will demo our project. So here we can see that it will show the output. Welcome to Happy Hospital Patient Appointment System. So here have the menu, So he will ask you to please choose an option as below to proceed. So now I will choose the first one, the patient appointment system. So he will ask, please choose an option as below to proceed. So now I want to make the appointment. I press 1. So I will simply put a name. I will put Darren Lim. So IC number. So now he will ask the type of patient. So I will put 1. So the date for the appointment. So now he will ask the time slot. Then he will ask, do you want to continue? So I put yes. Then if you choose the 2, it will come to here. It will show the information for the Darren Lim. So here we can see the IC for the Darren. So here will show that the gender of Darren is a male. So the gender we can take from the end of the number in the IC. If it is an odd number, it will indicate it's a male. If it is the even number, will indicate the patient is a female. So here is the age of the patient. So the date of birth of the patient. So here it will also show the place of birth of the patient. So here the gender, age, date of birth, and the place of birth. This information we can take from the IC. So it's very important that the IC will contain the information for the gender, age, date of birth, and the place of birth. So here you will show the appointment date, the slot, the time, and the doctor detail. So he will ask you, do you want to continue again? If I put yes, then I will make another appointment, like Jason Who. Okay, he will ask the IC number. So he will ask the type of patient again, the date. Then he will ask the appointment of time slot. I will simply put time slot. Then he asks, do you continue again? I put yes. Then I will go to see the appointment detail. I press 2. So here it will show the appointment list, the appointment detail. So here we can see they have the 2 patients. Detail. Got the Darren Lim and Jason Koo. So you ask, do you want to continue again? I press yes. If I want to change the appointment, like I want to change the appointment for Darren. So it will ask you to enter the new appointment. So here it will ask you the new time slot. So you can go to press the option 2 and see again here. It will change the detail for the slot, time, and the doctor detail, but the personal information, it will remain the same. Then I will continue again. So now I want to delete the appointment. So first I want to delete the Jason. Oh, now here I type wrong the name, so it will say that the Jason Koo, your appointment is not registered yet. So I will continue again. Then I press 4 again to delete the appointment. Jason Koo. Yeah, here he will show that the Jason Koo, your appointment is cancelled. So I'll continue again. Now I want to delete the Darren Lim appointment. Now he also will show that the Darren Lim, your appointment is cancelled. So I'll continue again. So I will go back to see the display appointment. So here we can see that they have not patient met the appointment. So here I want to exit the program. I press 5. Then it will show, thanks for using our system. Hope to see you again. Okay. Okay, here we can see they have 2 options. Just now we already see the patient appointment system. Now we continue with the admin. So I press 2. We'll ask my name. I will put my name. So ask the password. Yeah, is the password correct? It will come to here. So he will ask, oh, welcome admin. Then now we can check the storage. I want to check the mass storage. So here we got 3 types of storage. So I will show the either one. So I will show the first one. So he will show the information for the type of mask and the number of masks. Then it will ask you, do you want to collect the mask from the storage? So if I would put yes, so it will ask, please enter the number of the masks that you want. So like I want to take 50. So it will say the number of N95 respirators left 15 only. So ask, do you want to continue? I put yes. So just now we already see the mask storage. So now we go to see the glove storage. So here also got the 3 types of the glove. So now I simply pick one. So I pick the 3. So it also will show that enter the choice type of glove. So the type of glove is neutrality glove. So number of glove got 60. So he will ask, do you want to collect the glove from the storage? I put yes. So he will also show the almost same things with the mask storage. So here he will ask you, please enter the number of the glove you want to collect. So like I want to pick 20 only. So he will say the glove will left 40 only. So he will ask you, do you want to continue? I say yes. But now I don't want. I want to exit the program. So I press 3. So he also will show the same output as the previous for the patient and appointment system. So it will show that thanks for using our system. Hope to see you again. So this is our demo for the program. Thank you. So this is our group presentation only. Thanks for listening.